Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just a little check-in video, see how you're doing, let you know what's going on, and remind you that I am doing a Q&A video on the channel soon. I put the notice out about it, I guess, on all the different platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and I've had some cool questions coming in. A lot of questions about Dust. I'm probably not the best person to ask because I don't really care about it, hence the choice to display the way I do. For me, it's more about just easy access to things because I'm always, doing more videos on the figures after the initial review and stuff goes up on the channel. I always end up going back to them and just finding new ways to enjoy them. So yeah, don't be afraid to leave a question, but don't leave it under this video. Leave it under the post on YouTube that I posted a few days ago. That's where all the questions are. That's where I'll be going when the time comes to answer them. Like I say, there's an Instagram post as well with questions on there, and a Facebook one with questions on there, so I'll be going across all three and answering everything. But don't be afraid to ask me anything, folks. It's fine. Just give me something juicy. I don't want to, I'll answer the questions regardless, but let's do better than, if Hot Toys could make any figure, what figure would it be, and how do you keep your figures free from dust? I'll get to that and we'll cover it in the video, but I want something juicy. Give me some juicy questions. Anything you want. Doesn't have to be about collectibles. It can be about anything, life, stuff, anything. I'm here. But I will do the answers video for that video, for the Q&A soon. I'll do it soon. I'll let a few more questions come in and then I will get to the answers. I'm still deciding whether I'm just going to record it in my own time and put it together and edit it, or whether I should do it as a live stream. So I'm thinking about that, but either way, the answers video will be coming soon. And I saw Alien Romulus, so we're going to talk about that. So drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram at DKnight333. This is that awesome Medicom Mafex 1/12 scale, I think, Alien Big Chap figure. He's been reviewed on the channel and he featured in the, was it a top 5 or a top 10 Big Chat figures in the collection video? I forget now, but it's on the channel. It wasn't that long ago. You can check that out if you want. But yeah, I saw Alien Romulus. On Facebook I gave it a 7 out of 10, but the more I think about it, I feel like dropping it to like a 6 out of 10. Spoilers. Cover your ears for a couple of minutes, folks. When they used the line, "Get away from her, you bitch," it was awful. Just friggin' treating their audience like they're clapping seals, thinking we're absolute idiots. I mean, ugh. So Ripley wasn't the first person to say that anymore. Okay, as far as canon goes, it was the android dude. He's a good actor, by the way. I liked his character. I preferred him when he was more, in his first incarnation, the more vulnerable. Thought that was really interesting. Could have been really interesting, but then he does what he does and becomes what he becomes and goes back to normal again later. But yeah, that just wasn't a really memorable alien scene for me. And none of the characters, like the first girl who was pregnant and she's trapped in the room with the alien, she knows it's coming, and I know she's trying to seem scared. But when you think back to that original Alien movie, Ripley in the shuttle with the alien at the end, and she's singing Lucky Star to herself, I mean, the fear and the hyperventilation and everything, I mean, it's so believable. I've always said that, like, the portrayal of genuine terror and fear, like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, the main lady who went through hell, you believe it, you really believe it, and I just didn't with this. There was no real memorable alien scene for me. There was a cool moment where you see it kind of, you always wondered about when it scuttles off when it's in its first form, once it comes out of the chest, it's like a little snaky worm thing. I've always been curious to see how it transforms into its full size so quickly. And that was another thing. Jesus, man, the chest bursters just grow within like a minute. That chick who, was it a chick? Sorry, I can't remember. I think it was a chick. She had a shaved head. Face hugger is on her, comes off, runs away, and then she kind of wanders off. And literally, it seemed like a minute or two later, it was just ready to go. It was ready to come out of that chest. It's just for the sake of, come on, we got to get on with the movie. And then I rewatched Alien, after I saw Alien Romulus, the next morning, and it just hit home, it just makes you realize, the way they took the time in that first movie to set everything up, it just pays off so much better. So in a nutshell, folks, yeah, I like the look of the figures that NECA are making of the Alien Romulus xenomorphs. That's why I was kind of disappointed, because the pictures from NECA of the figure made it look incredible to me. I thought that looks excellent. I can't wait to see that on screen. And you don't even really get to see that battle damaged dome that he sustains after that dummy was prodding the cocoon thing he was in when he was growing. At the beginning, when it first starts, seemed hopeful. Then they, the rock that they get from space that's got the big chap within it, when the laser turns on and they start cutting that, I'm sure most of you noticed that the sound of the laser was the sound of the big chap in the first movie when it reaches out to Dallas in the tunnels. That kind of scream noise that it makes, that was the sound of the laser they were using when they were cutting the rock. And I just thought, why? Okay, yeah, great, I recognize the sound, mission accomplished, but why the fuck do that? Like, just fucking stop pulling me out of the fucking movie by being so blatant and obvious with your memberries and your little nostalgia things and all this I mean, who the fuck wants that? I mean, you were on your way to making a damn decent Alien movie and you just kept fucking it up. Get away from her, you bitch. And I can't lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies. That line's in there again. You can kind of get away with that because he's an android and they're all programmed, so maybe in that situation that's just what they say, or one of the options of the dialogue choices they have. But as far as him saying get away from her, you bitch, and then the pause before he says bitch, where you're like, is he gonna say, oh, he did fucking say it, great, shove it up your ass, absolute shite. I'll buy it on Blu-ray to stick it in the collection with the rest of the Alien video films that I have, and maybe when I watch it at home, maybe I'll like it a little bit more, or maybe I'll like it a little bit less. But yeah, it's like a 6 out of 10 for me. There just wasn't a really decent, memorable Alien scene for me. And the main character, the female, I can't remember, but she just didn't seem. I'd be petrified if those things were out there. And yeah, I just didn't believe anyone's fear. Creatures like that, that's the kind of fear that you just go into catatonic shock, or whatever the word is. You just freeze. Like, what was her name in the first film when she's with Parker and they're loading up and she gets cornered and she just freezes, because that's what I'd do. I think if you were in that situation, it's like the scene in The Howling when people moan about Dee Wallace not running away while he was transforming for 15 minutes, but you would just freeze. You think, if I go to make a move, it's going to grab me, and that's even worse than me standing here right now, because then I'm in its hands and it's right in front of me and it's probably going to rip my face off. So yeah, I totally get when characters just freeze in front of something terrifying. But yeah, anyway, not that great, not that bad, but not that great. It's like a 6 or a 7 out of 10 from me. And that's my thoughts for now on Alien Romulus. Unscripted, as you can probably tell, just off the cuff. Hope it makes sense. I'm just very hard to please. I always have been, folks, when it comes to movies and music, and it can be a bad thing sometimes, but you just can't help but see the bullshit when it's in front of you. The smallest thing to the biggest thing. I mean, you just see it and you hear it and it just kind of turns you off. But I don't know, I guess there's a whole new generation of people in the studios making these decisions now, so it's not the same people that were making Aliens and Terminator 2 and Jurassic Park and all the other amazing films. So many damn movies. But yeah, I fear for the future. Every now and then a great film comes along still, but I don't know, man, they're getting few and far between. I think this is a fantastic Alien figure. I mean, it's small, but you could just wish Hot Toys would just go this route when it comes to making a xenomorph. Just take a chance and try it once. Just give us joints like this. I don't care if those elbows are visible there, or a little joint here and there, but as long as he's never going to rot and you can pose it and do whatever the hell you want with it, it's going to look awesome. You can do certain poses, just bend the elbows, you won't see them anymore, all kinds of other stuff, but this is the way. Either the way NECA do it, or the way Mayfix and Medicom, when they join forces. I don't know how this figure was made. It's always been a bit of a mystery to me. This kind of makes it even cooler. I just don't know that much about where it comes from. I just know it's apparently Mayfix and Medicom. Medicom did an amazing 1/6 scale big chap. This one right here, unfortunately, it's just not true 1/6 scale for a big chap. The the same height as the Hot Toys Ripley figure, exactly, pretty much, so can't really display him with her properly, but that's also been reviewed on the channel. It's a highly accurate sculpt, not the best paint job, but it's definitely one of the more accurate, very much so, when it comes to big chap action figure representation right here. This is, I mean, look at those hands. These are just a work of art. They are beautifully done. Ooh, midsection. Ribs. I'll still get the NECA Alien Romulus main alien. I don't think I'll get the accessory pack. That rock with the big chap in it is pretty cool looking, but I'll probably just start with the figure and see where I go from there. I certainly wouldn't be after any of the human characters or androids or anything like that from the movie, but I do like the design of the alien. Just wish we saw it a bit clearer in the film. I mean, I get less is more and all that, but at least just find a clever way to just, like the way in the first film when it was hidden away, where it seemed like it was going into hibernation or something, or getting ready to die, because I think their life cycle is quite short, you know, given how fast they grow. But whatever it was doing in there, when she turned on the lights and the steam and all that stuff, and it started squealing and thrashing around, what a clever way to show us, you know, all the details, the way the strobe light was just flickering, and you're just getting these glimpses of just everything. It's just so amazing. Yeah. So, Alien Romulus, yeah, it's, you know, it's good. It's good, but it's not great. It's certainly not as great as some people are making out. That's for damn sure. I don't know what some folks are thinking. Seeing 10 out of 10s and stuff. There you go. Yeah. That's that OG, triple OG action. That's the original Jungle Hunter right there. Well, that's his head sculpt at least. He is on the classic Predator body. You can tell by the bicep stripe there. Needs to be repainted. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you the original Predator. See, I'm just thinking, I can't wait to see the official pictures of the new Jungle Hunter Hot Toys are doing, because I wonder if they'll take this sculpt, the original Jungle Hunter they did years ago, which is a perfect sculpt. I mean, the translucent teeth as well, the eyes, this one is just perfection. You know, I still love the paint job on this, but an updated paint job, let's see how that goes. It'd be welcome. I'm sure the top of the head here will be even finer. But as far as the sculpt goes, this is the one. I mean, if they can improve on it, great, but I hope for all of your sake, I mean, I'm okay, I got this, I wouldn't mind something that's just, you know, not put together with different parts like this is. He's got all the original armor, trophies, it's just on the classic body. But everyone, you know, from the 1/6 community, we've been waiting for Hot Toys to do the Jungle Hunter again, and they just, you know, they need to do it justice. It's such a classic. It has to be done right. Don't rush it. Don't cut corners. Don't fob us off with some BS. Do it right, or not at all. It's been a long time since I changed his pose, so I put the biomask on and just moved his arms a little bit. That's about as much as I'm willing to do right now. And there he is. That's the Jungle Hunter. Probably have to repaint his gold beads soon. They're not looking as vibrant as they used to. He's holding on some dog tags that are bloody, so he's got trophies in one hand, trophies in the other. That is glued to his hand. Just a little drop of glue. It's easy enough to change. If I don't like it anymore, I can just take it away. Ooh, do crave the metal blades, you know, the real die-cast blades there. That would be nice. They're plastic on the OG Jungle Hunter. But you can't really beat that original Hot Toys Jungle Hunter armor weathering. I don't think I did anything to this. I don't think it needed to. It's so well done. And I'm just curious how they're gonna beat this, you know. So much time and care went into the original Jungle Hunter Predator. You could tell when it was released, you know, it was just an absolute work of art. We hadn't seen anything like it before, but then time started moving forward and improvements and leaps forward in the game to a level now where it's just getting kind of crazy. But man, this, when it was released, it was really exciting. From this angle right here, I think it looks absolutely incredible. Alright folks, we're just a little checking in. Ended up being just an Alien Romulus rant session, I guess. And a reminder about the Q&A video I'm doing at the moment. So send in your questions. Try and leave them under the actual post on your feed. If you're subscribed to me, scroll back a bit. There was a little post I put, just some text saying, let me know your questions for the Q&A. Or you can always leave them on the post on Instagram at DeanKnight333 or Facebook. Also a post on there. So yeah, I look forward to checking in with you for the big Q&A answers video, and I hope you're all doing well. Thanks again for all the support on the channel. You guys are amazing, and I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Let me know how you're doing, and I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye. mean, look at the Crow film that's coming out. It's literally idiots at the wheel driving films off cliffs, or franchises off cliffs. Ugh.